Good morning, my lovely friends. It's so good to have you with me today. We're going to do hopefully a fun little project. Little disclaimer, I have never tried this before, so I'm bringing you along on the adventure. I saw it on Facebook this morning, and then hubby called me for a shower and I closed out without making a note of who the idea came from. So I do apologize about that. And it was just in my scrolling, so it's not like I've got a saved something I can go back to. But I thought it was super cute, and I'm sure there are multiple people out there who have done it, but I've never seen it and never tried it. So I'm going to pull up my sleeves. Despite it being a somewhat cool day, 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday in Celsius, which is quite a significant difference. But it's raining, and the sound of the rain is just really quite lovely. Excuse me. Froggy's starting early today. Just have a wee sip of my coffee. Okay, so I am going to do this as a design team project for the Junk Journal Studio. So I'm using the beautiful Winter Bounty kits. And I've done some preparations ahead of time. So I've cut out the chosen bit of paper that I want to use. This is smaller than regular A4 print because I printed it out incorrectly. So I've trimmed off the white and I have backed it with book page. Now that's not a step that's included as part of this process in the video that I saw, but this is just my choice that I wanted to do. So for your base, you'll need any bit of paper. The video I saw was using sheet music, so you could use sheet music, you could use digital, double-sided or stenciled or covered like I've done, or collaged with, bits. You can use whatever you like as the base. So I just really like the idea of having the book page on the inside. This is going to be the inside of the piece. So you need a sheet of some sort of paper of your desired size, and your size, I guess you'll, once you know what I'm making, might make a bit more sense as to what size you want. You'll need some sort of focal image, and we'll get into more details on that later. You'll need a strip of plain white paper, or it doesn't have to be white, it could be whatever you like, it could be coloured. I don't know why I said white. I am using white just because it's an offcut from, cutting out a digital. And you'll need, for this you will need a ruler, a pencil. So I'm grabbing out as I speak so that I've got everything I need. A pencil, possibly an eraser if you want to erase the pencil lines depending on how you cut. And you will need a craft knife and a pair of scissors and glue and whatever else, but they're kind of the basics. I'll just put my ruler aside so it doesn't glare at you. Right, so I'll just leave my craft knife and my pencil to the side. So the original project I saw was kind of envelope style like this. I'm going to mix it up because I was like, oh, what if we did it sideways instead? So I'm going to attempt, I've never made this before either direction, so I'm going to attempt it sideways, and my book page is going to actually be the right way up. So we're going to fold over this by however much. We're not going to use the full height of this, but there's a reason I haven't trimmed it down yet. I'm just going to give that a bone fold along there. Just check that. Yep, that's folded quite nicely. I think the glue should be dry by now. Right, and then we're going to fold this one down. Oh, about there. I'm making this up. I watched a quick little video first thing this morning, inspired by the idea, but have no instructions apart from that what I briefly saw. So I'm largely making it up as I go. from memory. Right, so now because I'm doing it vertical, I'm going to turn it into a pocket. So if it was on the page this way round, you could have something in there and it's not going to fall out. But vertical, when you open it up, I want there to be something at the bottom to stop things dropping out the bottom. See where I'm going? So I'm going to fold up to create a pocket. And it will only be in the center section. So we're going to trim out these two corners. And that's why I didn't trim my paper down first, otherwise, you know, we'll end up quite tiny. I'm going to just give, oh, that's a bit hard to see, I might flip it over here, a little bit of a mitre from the inside of that center panel, just so it doesn't collide with the side folds when we fold it back up. And then this should be okay to cut right on that fold line as close as you can. And then I'll have a couple of cool backed little scraps. Backing it with the book page also made the piece a bit sturdier. So that was part of my thinking as well. I wanted it a little bit sturdier because of what we're going to be doing than just a A4 or, what am I trying to say, copy weight piece of paper by itself or a book page by itself, unless it was a really heavy or thicker book page. So that's going to be our little pocket in the middle, and just checking that it's all folding nicely, and it is. Do I want to glue it up now? Will it cause an issue if I glue it up now? I don't think it will. I think it will be fine. So I'm going to ink the top. Will I ink the edges? Let's ink the edges. I usually don't on these pockets, but I'm going to. Now, do I want a thumb notch in this wee pocket? That's another consideration. Do I want a wee thumb notch? Maybe I do. I might use my whale tail. Just a little shallow thumb notch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. Are you with me so far? I just really loved this idea and I thought, oh, that's so cool. Love it when inspiration strikes. It's just the best feeling. Right, so that's our center pocket. So this piece is going to open up like so. But the fun part of this comes in the way that we hold this closed. So excited for this bit. So we need to draw a slit, so you can choose whereabouts. I'm going to go roughly in the middle. Actually, I'll put my ruler right against the edge, I think, just to make sure it's level. And I'm going to draw, now this is my chosen image, little bunny rabbit. So I'm not sure how far to do the slit. I think I'll go, what's that, slightly over 1.5 centimeters. This could be a bit of an experiment, so we're going to go 1.5-ish, it's a little bit more centimeters on the top flap, and we've got more leeway in the back here, so we're going to go, need to make sure that this is going to clear, it's got to come all the way off so that we can open this flap, so it's going to slide. I can't see my pencil line, might go there. And you don't want it very big, So I'm just going to eyeball it and say that's going to be about the width of the slot. And I can enlarge it. If I find it's too short, I can enlarge it. So I'd rather go too short than too long. So I'm going to snip out this piece on the top layer. Just use a craft knife to get that end piece. Okay, and then we're going to close it back up again, and we're going to draw inside that piece that we just cut out to continue it on this part. So now you need your craft knife to cut this out. Now, do I freeform it or do I use a ruler? Might be safer to use a ruler. So might go anywhere with the knife without the ruler. I might like and ruin it, and that wouldn't be good. So now cutting out your longer slot, and I can't see the line on that side. Oops, and I took my cut down too far. Oh well. And snip the ends. Now I'm ignoring that I took one of the cuts down too far. I'm just making it the original length, and if it becomes a problem with that cut, I'll just patch it with a bit of washi tape or something, or a bit of scrap of something glued over top. So that's going to sit like that. So we've got this slot, we've got that fun book page text peeking through the slot. Right, now you need your strip of paper, and this is just an offcut, so it wasn't designed to be a certain depth, but it is basically 1 inch. And we need 6 centimeters. Sorry, it's in centimeters for those of you who don't work in centimeters. I suggest you grab yourself a ruler that has inches and centimeters on it. So we're going to mark off 1 centimeter and then add another centimeter. Then we're going to do at a gap of 2 centimeters and then 1 and 1. So 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter for a total of 6. I'm just going to chop that off at that end one there. So your image, whatever you use as your image, needs to be wider than 2 centimeters. Okay. I also want to back my bunny. My bunny is just a bit flopsy. Now what I could do, could I? Yes, I could. I could use one of these scraps to back my bunny, because he's going to slide, so he needs to be a bit sturdy so that he doesn't get all bent up. Now the one I watched on Facebook this morning was using a butterfly and the wings folded up so you folded the wings up and then slid it with the wings. But I haven't got wings on a bunny, so I can't fold things up for a handhold. So I need it to be fairly sturdy so that I can like slide it from the side. So I'm just going to use, what am I doing? Use a glue stick and back it, and then I'll cut it out again. So the wee bunny is out of Winter Bounty, out of the ephemera kit. Super cute. Right, just making sure he fits don't have to worry about the direction of the text because it's going to be trimmed off. Get my wee fussy cutting scissors out and let's come in and do a little cut around, and it's quite easy to do because the bunny has got a border. So if I get a bit racy, it doesn't matter if I cut into this around the bunny. It just gives me a little bit of maneuvering room to not be too precious about my cutting out. I can get in nice and close, and if I snip off some of the excess border, which I am doing, not deliberately but just in my haste, it's not going to affect the look of it. Still going to be cute. We're not going to harm the bunny or whatever you're using. And around the bunny tail, and we're done. See, super quick. Okay, so we're back to our piece of paper now that we've prepped our bunny and made him nice and sturdy. He will be even sturdier when the glue dries. Just going to pop some things away here out of my way. Right, so now we need to fold. I might fold this the other way so I can see my pencil marks. I'm folding the centre bit first, so the 2 centimetre bit in the middle. I'm folding along those 2 centre lines, or 2, yeah, they're not centre lines, they're the 2 inner markings. Whoops, fold it straight would be good. And then on the outside we're going to fold it back the other way. I'm going to fold it the same way for now so I can actually see where my markers. Probably doesn't need to be terribly precise at this point, but you know, I am a bit of a perfectionist, so just bear with me. Oh, I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. Okay, so now I can actually just fold it that way. So you've got this little thing happening where you've got a flat back, you've got like a little half a Z, I guess, and then you've got these 2 pieces here. So this is where the magic comes. In fact, if I, because it's going to be sideways, yep, so it's going to fit there, which is brilliant. So the magic, we're going to put these 2 short bits on the ends through our slot at the back, like so. Now I do want to check that this is going to work properly. So it's going to go there and it's going to go there. So I need to make sure my bunny clears this flap, otherwise the flap won't open. So what that tells me is I need to glue the bunny onto these flaps while it's on this side so that I can make sure it does clear this flap. At the end of the day, if I make a mistake, I just realized I could trim a little bit off this edge to give, you know, to let the bunny be completely clear of it if I make a mistake. But I think putting the paper over this side. So I'm now going to put glue on both of those little flaps there. And I just realized, do I need to ink around my bunny? I don't need to, but I want to, so hopefully that glue won't dry before I get this done. It's a cold day, so it shouldn't, you know, shouldn't dry as quickly as if it was a warm day. I just love the sound of that rain. It's just so nice. Although it is a food bank day, so running around in the rain outside, not so attractive thought, but that's all right. So we're going to glue Mr. Bunny on there. I mean, how stinking cute is that? And I just want to give it a moment to dry before we just make sure it's nicely stuck down together. And then we can just slide our bunny over and it's nicely enclosed. This is a bit curly, but it will flatten out once it's in a journal. And so we've got a fun interactive opening to reveal an interesting inside. Now you could put writing paper here instead, and I thought I might put like some squares or something of writing paper, but I actually like that look. And then we've got writing space in the pocket, so you can put a little notepad or a journal card or a tag or, you know, a couple of things, but with an interactive, if we put it round the right way, closure. Whoops. I mean, how fun is that? And then you can decorate as you like, and of course I will ink around this whole thing. So we need to open bunny there so we can get all the edges. So hopefully I made the instructions were clear for that. Let me know if you've got any questions, or if I wasn't clear on something, because, you know, I was just simply making up as I went along. This is a variation on what I saw, because I've got the pocket and it's vertical instead of on the page like this. So if it was on the page like this, you would have your image going this way instead of the way I've put it. So put your image whichever way you want to use your piece. If you do it on the page like this, you don't need to worry about the pocket, although you could still use a pocket and make it a sideways pocket if you wanted. It's like a little hidden surprise inside. And, you know, I might add some decoration on the inside. Don't know, I haven't actually thought about that side of it. I just wanted to get the construction side done because it was like, I need to do this while it's fresh in my mind, and while I've got the inspiration to do it in a different direction, and how I would resolve that. So I just think it's so adorable, and I want to make a bunch of these because I love it. It's such a cool, nifty idea, and I love the interactive nature. It's not just a pocket that you pull something out of, but it's a pocket you open and then pull something out of, or open, write in, and then pull some. I mean, I'm in love. I'm really in love. What do you guys think? Have you made one like this before? Is it new to you like it was to me? Just think that's so cute. Do we want to add some words? Let's look at the words from Winter Bounty. And this is, I'm grabbing out the freebie. It's available on the Junk Journal Studio on Ko-fi. I'll put the link, all the links for the kits and the freebie down in the description box. So if you would like this freebie of words, phrases, and there's a few frames or labels there as well, then you can go and grab it for yourself. Oh, I've got to use this one. All animals begin their life with love. And because we've used a bunny, I think that's very fitting. Now, do I want to put it on the front or on the inside? And it's each one's in multiple colours. But I wanted this deep blue here. It's a nice contrast with the background paper that I've chosen. So I guess you could call it a slide closure with hidden pocket. Does that make sense? So I need to cut this. I think all animals, I think I need to cut it into 3. So all animals begin their life with love. Oh, super cute. I don't think it needs anything else. We might ink around these though. Is it going to show? It does a little bit. It might not come through on camera, but it does show a little bit. So I'm just going to take the time to ink around them. And there's 2 different sizes. I think 2 different sizes or 3. 2 different sizes of the these phrases, and I think 5 different colors. So great freebie, amazing, generous freebie. And of course all the colors and everything work perfectly for the Winter Bounty kit because it's designed to go with Winter Bounty, but also useful for so many other kits or projects that you might want to mix and match on. That page is a bit sticky, so fold it over. Okay, and glue stick. And gluing on our little words. I doubt you can hear the rain because it's not a pelting rain, it's just a very drenching, swishing rain. But it's quite lovely sitting here listening to it as I'm talking. There we go. So that little bit of curvature is just annoying me, but I know it will settle down. Just see if I can ease it out a little bit. And a little bit of curvature on the slot, which is to be expected. Here we go. I think that's a bit better, is it? So cute, guys. It's so cute. Got a little glue mark there. Hopefully it'll dry clear. Oh, that's so cute. I'm just staring at it going, I'm really pleased with what I've achieved. There is one more thing I want to do, and I don't know whether I can successfully do it. I will ink around the inside as well. I should have inked this slot here. And that little slit that I accidentally did too long, I don't think it actually is going to be a problem. Can I get the other side? Yeah, I should be able to get the other side. I should have done that before I attached the bunny. But never mind, we can still do that. Yeah, and imagine that inked around the inside. So that little ink there won't look out of place, nor will the inked pocket. I'm just in love with this, guys. I am so in love with it. So that is my project for today. I am going to leave it at 1 because I'm so darn happy. I'm very tickled. It's so cute. Mr. Bunny, all animals begin their life with love. From the Junk Journal Studio. And this could be writing space if you wanted to leave it floating. That's the other thing. Where's my page? So options for putting it on the page. You can have it floating, you could clip it in, or you could have it attached on 3 sides as a sideways pocket or a top loading pocket, or even, depending on the size that you've done, you could make it a belly band. So have it, have it as a belly band like that, or a sideways belly band. That is there sideways? That is a sideways belly band. So you could also have it as a normal belly band, so you tuck something that way. Options, so many options, which makes me happy as well. All depending on what size you make your piece. But there we go, my friends. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy the project. Let me know if you give it a go. And if you want to share what you made, I'd love to see it. I always love to see what you make. So you can tag me in Instagram or Facebook, or share it in the Facebook group Visual Vibes. Okay, have a great day, my friends, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.